Welcome, 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 everyone. Farmer Cop here for an early access first look at the Mercedes Truck Pack, a new upcoming DLC for Farming Simulator 25. If you guys are watching this when this comes out, this is Friday. You guys just have to wait until Tuesday of next week, so you got another 4 days, and then this will be out. So you gotta wait Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday it will be out, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, if you haven't already, you can pre-order this down below to get a little bit of a discount, 10% off. Use code FarmerCop at checkout. That is going to help support the channel as well. All those links are down there as well in the description if you wanted to do that. If you wanted to as well, you could buy the Seasons Pass, which will include the Nexat pack, the Plains and Prairies pack, which those two packs are already out. This pack, which is coming out soon, obviously. And it'll also include the Year 1 expansion, which is coming out in November. And you get 25% off compared to buying all those separately. So that's probably the best deal. I'd probably recommend that. Also can use the links down below and code FarmerCop at checkout. To support the channel if you'd like, but don't feel obligated to do that. Get it the best way you can. But anyhow, there's some cool pieces of equipment in here. We got a lot of different stuff. I have all of the equipment out here, and I know some of you guys aren't super excited about this. There's actually some really cool features. I thought this was going to be an okay pack. This is actually pretty darn good. I think they've done a pretty good job. All I'm going to say about those trucks over there, working cameras inside. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let's take a look at everything in the pack. We have the Mercedes bumper, which I know you guys are the most excited about that. We have the Stoll Robos 30 HDPM, which is designed to go with some of the Mercedes MB tracks in here to be able to do different things with them. But then obviously we have the MB track 700, 900, a 10,000, or the 1,000, 1,100, 1,100, 1,500, and the 1,300, 1,800 turbo. We have the two Unimogs, of course, the 1,800, 2,400, and the 527, 535. That one's crazy expensive. It has a lot of horsepower, though, to be fair. And then we have several trucks, actually more trucks than I thought for some reason. I thought we were getting like 3, but I guess technically these two are the same. One is just a different version of it. But you have the Arex plus the Tektrum. And then down here we have the Actros L and the Actros L plus the Tektrum. And then we have the Hyzo truck. All of these different buckets or bins or whatever, or the containers that are down here, they attach to the Tektrums in here. So that's what those are. But yeah, we'll take a look at all the stuff in the store as we go. While we're in here, I might also take a look at the bumper. That's it. Yep, there it is. And then here we have the front loader attachment. Yep, that's it. There it is. That's what we got. Let's take a look at the first MB track we're about to look at as well. You can have standard configuration or forestry, which the forestry one's actually pretty cool. You have 2 working winches at the back here to be able to pull trees around and do whatever you need to do. For the engine setup, you have the 700, which is 65 horsepower, the 800, which is 75 horsepower, the 900, which is 85 horsepower, and then back down to the 700. Obviously, you have wheel and color designs. Main color, you can change it between those two. There's not a lot of color options, but still a little bit of color option. Design color, you can do pretty much whatever you want for the forestry attachment if you wanted to do that. So that's kind of nice, like that. And then obviously license plate as well. So that guy is right over here, right over here. I have this version here, which is the 700 without the forestry attachment. They sound fantastic, to be honest. I'm going to turn up the audio a little bit, so hopefully it's not too overpowering against my vocals, but yeah. This one runs good. Does its thing. Sounds good. 3-point hitches, everything like that. Good to go. Forestry one, if I come back here, again, 2 independently operating winches. I can do this one, or I can also do this one on the other side as well. So you have 2 independently operating ones, which is pretty cool. Once you're in it, you can move the scoop around and do whatever you need to do, which is pretty cool. You also can, if I hold both of the mouse buttons down there, I got basically the scraper on the back, the pusher, cover, however you want to do it. You can do stuff with that as well. Inside the cab of these guys, looks nice and clean, as you'd expect. Things look really good in here, so yeah, it works as I would expect it to, and all that sort of stuff. Moving on, we have the 1000 right here. If I go back into the store, that's this guy right here, the 1000 to 1100. I keep wanting to say 10,000. Wheel setup, you can do some different wheel setups in there as well if you'd like to. You can adjust the main color to those 2 options. You have the option for the 100 horsepower, 110 horsepower, or back to the 100 horsepower. So just a couple options there for the engine, and nothing too crazy. You can do attacher front, or you can just kind of standard, or you can do the 3-point in the front as well, and obviously has a 3-point in the back. So you can do a 3-point front and rear if you'd like to on that guy right there. Hop in it. Sounds good. The bumper for these, if you have the standard attachment, you just come up to it and hit Q and it'll attach. Pretty easy, straightforward. Sounds good. Cab's gonna be very similar to the other ones we're gonna look at as well. Nothing too crazy here, but yeah, that's what we got. Hop out of that. Next one we got here is the Emmy-Track 1300. It's this guy right here, 1100 to 1500. So the 1100 is 110 horsepower. Then you have 125, 150, and then back to 110. Wheel setup, you can do medium tires, wide tires, all sorts of different things. You can do rear twins, narrow twins. So yeah, a lot of different tire options there. You can do this cool maze grid front thing, yes or no. So if you wanted to be a little bit cool, you can do that. Beacon light, put beacon light on there. 3-point attacher from the front, or you can put different weights on there as well. Back loader attachment, you can do stole or no. And that is the attacher on the back of this, which we'll talk about those in a second. So anytime you do that, these ones that have that option, if you get in them, you can reverse the driving direction. So if I hit left shift B, it's going to flip me around. And now I'm driving. That's me going. So if I drive forward, it's going that way. If I drive backwards, that's me going backwards right now. So pretty cool. If I go into this one has that attachment on the front with the stole on it, and you can go around and do your thing. And the cool thing about the ones that have the reverse drive is they go the same speed in reverse as they do forward. So you can go pretty quick forward and backwards. Inside the cab of this, again, we're facing the wrong direction here, but it's pretty cool. And if we go back the other way, which you can, just like that. Perfect. There we are, facing the other direction. And now it's going to drive from this side. And you can still run the front loader while you're in front, or yeah, in front-facing mode there, which is pretty cool as well. But yeah, like that. And last but certainly not least, we got the big boy right here, the Emmy-Track 1800 intercooler. This thing's just a beast here. So, yeah, this guy right here. I haven't been talking about the prices a lot. I apologize if you just look down there. They're not too pricey, to be honest. But this one, you have 1300 turbo, 125 horsepower, 136, 156, 180, and then back to 125. So, yeah, they don't pack a huge punch, but they got a decent amount of horsepower. 3-point, you can also do the rear attaching front loader there, beacon lights, wheel setup, all that sort of stuff. So, pretty cool. Yeah, and now let's move on down here to the Unimogs, which I'm sure some of you guys are excited about. Before we move into that, I want to mention our sponsor for this video. I wanted to say a big thank you to G-Portal for sponsoring this video. If you guys are looking for a fabulous server, I use G-Portal servers whenever I need to use a server. And they're very reliable. They're much cheaper than the competition for what you get. You can get mod space on them and everything a lot cheaper as well. And if you use the link in the description, you'll get 10% off your G-Portal server for Farming Simulator or any other game. You can use any other game for them. But yeah, make sure you guys check them out. G-Portal is super awesome. They've been very kind to a lot of the Farm Sim content creators. A lot of us are G-Portal partners out there, including DJ Goham and, you know, all those other guys. So anyone you can probably think of is probably G-Portal partner as well. Farm Sim guy, all those guys. So yeah, make sure you guys check out G-Portal. They are fantastic. They treat us well, and they will treat you well when you rent a server from them. So yeah, anyhow, just want to mention them. Let's talk about our Unimogs. These things are pretty cool, though I think the semi-trucks are my favorite part of the pack. So we have two in here. We got the Unimog U1800, 2400, and then this guy right here. This one's very expensive. I don't know if the price, I'm assuming that's how they would normally be, but yeah. You have the agricultural platform, and you have the agricultural frame. The frame, there's nothing in the pack to connect it to, so I don't know if there might be mods that can connect to it or something like that. But if you're going to use this for farming, because you can put a rear 3-point hitch on it, this might be what you want on it, so there's no bed to get in the way. So that's the way I kind of look at it. There's also a front 3-point. I think that's a front 3-point on there. Maybe that's not a 3-point. It doesn't really look like a 3-point, actually. But engine setup, you can do, sorry, go back to the beginning there. You have 180 horsepower, 214, 240, and then back down. This is basically a tractor. It's kind of what it's designed to do. It's designed to do field work. And you can customize the color to be whatever you'd like to be. So if you wanted to have a nice pink Unimog out in your field, go for it. You do your thing. Next one, this one here is the big beefy boy. You also have the agricultural platform, and then you have the standard, and then you also have the agricultural frame. So it depends on what you want. But if you go back to standard here, you can also take away, or you can add the safety frame on there if you want. You can add warning signs, plastic bumper, 300-liter diesel tank, front 3-point hitch if you want, and then you can take away the sidewalls, what I want to show you with that. And the color you can customize to whatever you want. A lot of customizations on this guy. Go up to engine setup. You have 272 horsepower, 299, and 354. So you can get up to 354 horsepower, and it's basically a tractor that drives at 55 miles per hour, which is pretty epic. So yeah, hop in this guy. Drives good, sounds good. We get in it. Looks good inside. This is the old one. Everything you'd expect. This guy, just a different version of it, with just the agricultural bed, but the same setup there. Lights look good on them. I mean, they look really clean. This guy is the, I think just the more modern version. Sounds great. You have a rear camera. There's one of the cool things. So, like, literally, if I wanted to back up to the other, let's say I wanted to back up to this tractor here, for whatever reason, I can just look at my camera from in cab. So if you wanted to hook up to an implement or something, and yeah, that's what we're seeing back there. So it's pretty cool. The cameras work. For the most part, I'm pretty happy about that. So I love that. I think that's fantastic. Getting this guy right here. Got the safety cage on it if you wanted to use that. All sorts of good stuff. Got straps back there if you need them. Yeah, they look clean. All right, moving on. I'm not trying to make this video take all of your guys' time. I want to show you all the features and show you what's in this pack so you guys know if it's worth buying, worth checking out, all the above. Here we have 3 of the semi-trucks. Not the, we're going to go to the other ones, the Tektras, Tektrum. We'll go to the Tektrum ones last. So first off, we have the Eriks, 113,000 starting, 326 horsepower, 428, 510, 530, 625, and back down. You can do all sorts of different setups for the wheel configuration, 6x6 and 4x4 there. You can take away the sun shield, horn, all sorts of different customizations. I'm not going to point out all of them specifically. I just want to show you there's a lot you can customize in these guys and make them kind of your own dealio. Yeah, that's the main ones for this one. Front guard, you can put that on there if you'd like to. And then we have down here, we have the Heiselmat. Let's do the Heiselmat next. This one has more options, and I want to talk more about that one. The Heisel truck here. This one, you can do painted designs on it. Those are the different options there for that. Plastic, painted for that. No warning signs, rim color, you can change whatever you want. Can't change the main color, which you could. But yeah, at least in the base game setup here, the way I'm looking at it. But yeah, it's a really cool truck, actually. I really like this one. And then we have this one right here, which is probably the coolest one. You have the standard design. You have the Edition 3. Extent Plus. The Pro cabin is so cool. I don't know, it just looks cool. It looks very modern. And back to standard. On the Pro cabin, you can have, well, on these ones too, you can all have illuminated Mercedes lights. You can put the horns on there. You can adjust the colors to whatever you want. You can do, obviously, different setups for the tires in the back as well. Engine 326, 428, 510, 625, and back down. So pretty cool options on that one. If we take a look at them here, they sound great. They look super clean on the inside. The mirrors look good in these guys. There's no cameras in this or anything like that. Nothing too crazy. But look at even like just that screen down there. It makes me want to go play. Ooh, that was bad drive. It makes me want to go play just how the cab moves. It makes me want to go play ETS too. Man, it's just clean looking. The way the dials and everything down there are working. We have the Heisel truck. Inside, you have that same setup where if I wanted to back up to that trailer behind us. Tool's not compatible. It's a trailer. Wow, that demonstration went really poorly. What do you mean it's not compatible? Is this thing not designed to take trailers? I guess I did have to kind of push that up in the air. Well, what in the world is this supposed to go with? Let's see what it says. Is it going to have any combinations? Just that? Oh, that's so silly. All right, well, I'm officially disappointed in the Heisel truck. I thought it was so cool, but I guess if it just hooks up to one trailer, that's real dumb. I will flat out tell you when things are dumb. Now, this one's kind of cool. So this one, those aren't mirrors. They're inside the cab. Those are screens, which someone mentioned this because someone said this thing doesn't have any mirrors on it. You're right. It has, the mirror is the screens in there, and the screens work. There's working screens in here, which I know it's basically just the mirrors from the outside, but it's still cool to see that. And I mean, this thing just looks like something off of a spaceship. These things just, they look nice. They do look nice. They drive nice. They feel nice. They're just clean. Just clean. Anyhow, last little bit of the pack back over here. We got the Tektrums. These two guys right here, which their options are the same. If you look at the Tektrum versus this, same options, except this one has this kind of setup and you can't really adjust that. Same thing down here for this Tektrum here. You can do standard, or you, of course, can do the modern, cool, fancy one if you want to. And you can do illuminated on the front, of course, if you want to, because that's super cool. But yeah, and then you have 4 different containers back here. I'll go back into here, sorry. This one right here, there's this color configuration for it. Holds 14,800 liters of any bulk material. This one, 39,500 liters, any bulk material. You can adjust the color. Down here, we got this guy, which holds 39,500 of any of these different ones. You can do no to the decal, and you can adjust the color. And then this one right here, 30,000 liters of any of these. Why we need 4 different containers just to be bulk, set up on it? I don't know, but it is what it is. We got those available. This guy, hit X to unfold that. Back up to one of these guys right here. This is not a clean backing. I bet it'll still grab it. There we go. And then hit X to pull it onto the trailer. Pull it on there for you. Get it all lined up. And then there you go. You're good to go. You've got your trailer on the back. But yeah, that is the pack, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, actually, I should show you on this other one. Let's go back. Here we go. This guy is cool with the front 2 sets of wheels up there, 2 axles up there. I like that. Steers pretty nice. Looks more industrious, if you will. But yeah. Anyhow, that is the Mercedes pack, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.